Hey, good morning. My name's Tyson Albrecht. I'll be doing the morning update for the west zone of the Cedar Creek fire this morning. I am the Incident Commander for Northwest Team 9, coming to you from beautiful Oak Ridge, Oregon. Again, we've been here about 7 days now. I'd just like to thank the community here for being so welcoming and gracious and making us feel at home. Okay, so for today, right, really the operation's very similar today as it has been the last week or so out there. The one difference here, right, is the weather. East winds, lower RHs, so a dry day with some stronger east winds. That's the big difference today, and I'll touch on that as we talk about the operation out there today. So again, up north here, very secure lines. Continue to patrol this, be ready to respond if something changes out there, and then finish this repair work, right? Fixing all that suppression damage that occurred so we can open this back up at some point and it'll be safe for the public to go into. That is ongoing today, not a huge concern up there. As you move around down into Division Yankee, again, same story there. Very secure lines. It's been very secure for a while there. Do not see a lot of potential or a lot of threat, but we have resources there. They're patrolled. They're ready to respond if something changes and needs their assistance to address. Moving down into X-ray and whiskey, right? This is where we've really focused our operations. This was the last section of line that was really unsecured, and the biggest threat, especially the threat to Oak Ridge and West Fur, the communities and infrastructure out here to the southwest. So we did some burning, right, a few days ago to try and get that ragged fire edge down to the line where we can secure it and start to mop that in and make that secure. So we've worked on that the past few days, had a lot of success with that. This is much more secure now than it was 4 or 5 days ago before we started that burn operation, got it to the road, and had an opportunity to mop that up. So we have a lot of resources here that will continue to mop up this edge, that will continue to take the heat out of that and the potential out of that through the shift today. They'll also be prepared to respond in case anything gets over the line, establishes outside in this unburned area, and becomes a threat to Oak Ridge or West Fur, any of these communities. We have a lot of resources there. In fact, for this wind event, we have surged in some extra resources, an additional hotshot crew, some more engines, just to make sure we have a lot of folks there and a lot of capability to address something that might occur. With that, as we look at our modeling and kind of forecast out what today might look like in terms of fire behavior, it's pretty low potential from what we're seeing that something's actually going to get across the line, again, because we have a lot of security built in here because of those burn operations and the mop-up that's gone on over the preceding days. So it's a low probability that something's going to get out and actually threaten Oak Ridge or any of these communities out there. However, if something does get out because of the higher winds today and the lower RHs, we have resources there that are ready to respond, and that's our mission for today and tomorrow, really, is to be ready to respond and jump on something quick. We also have our aviation resources, our helicopters with buckets staged here in Oak Ridge. We have 4 of those ready at a moment's notice to launch and go and start to drop water on anything that emerges here. So a high level of focus today on both X-ray and whiskey, the area of this fire that still have the most potential, right, that are lined up with the east winds and the drier conditions today. And we'll be ready to respond if something emerges there and becomes a problem. And I have a lot of confidence that we're going to be successful there today. Let's move around to Division Tango here. Tango's a lot like Alpha and Yankee. It's very secure. There's a minimal threat there. We continue to patrol that, mop up where we can. Again, tough ground to get in and out of and pretty dangerous to get our responders in and out of just because of the snag hazard, the green tree hazards in there. So we won't be going directly into any of these places to actually do work unless we have to, right? Unless something really starts to change in there and that fire starts to pick up with intensity and start to threaten these lines. Don't see that happening, but we'll be prepared to do that. And then we'll mop up where we need to and patrol and be ready to respond in case something comes out. We'll jump on that quick, and same deal here. We have aviation resources that we can get over here in a hurry, again, to drop water on stuff as it emerges. And then on around the horn here to Waldo Lake. There's a little bit of active edge in here. It got some rain over the last couple of days, so not seeing a lot of heat there. Again, very minimal threat. That edge has been very secure for a long time. We'll watch it. We'll respond if that changes today. And that's really the operation throughout the fire today. I want to pivot right back here to the burning operations that we did. Again, the reason for that was to give us more control of this fire, get it to a place where we can fight it, get it to this road system where we can fight it and start to put it out. That was very successful, and that's why we did that. We intentionally did that, knowing that we were going to pump some increased levels of smoke into Oak Ridge, but also knowing that, given that impact to the community, what we were going to gain by that was being able to secure this edge and make this fire go away quicker. Having done that too, that has also provided this additional level of security as we face this east wind event today and tomorrow. So feeling really good about that. And what I'll share with you is we don't have any more burning operations planned, especially during this east wind event, right? Well, our look is that most of the burning that needs to happen is done. There might be some little cleanup kind of stuff here or there after the east wind event next week if needed, but it'll be really small scale unless something changes on us. So don't expect to see that from us, and know that we don't take that lightly, those burn operations. We do a lot of analysis before we do that, and again, I don't see us doing a whole lot more of that. With that, again, we have a lot of resources here ready to respond. We'll see what the day brings. I have a lot of confidence that we're ready for whatever it brings. And with that, I wish everybody out there a good day, and we'll talk to you later.